And now moving to Europe, where Germany held its snap election on Sunday following the collapse of the ruling coalition just 3 months ago. Preliminary results showed Germany's conservative alliance emerging victorious. The alliance of the Christian Democratic Union, or the CDU, and the Christian Social Union, or the CSU, won over 28% of the vote. Meanwhile, the anti-immigrant far-right Alternative for Germany, or the AfD party, almost doubled its returns, receiving 20% of the vote. Chancellor Olaf Scholz's Social Democratic Party saw its worst defeat, securing just 16% of the vote.
This is a bitter election result for the Social Democratic Party. This is also an electoral defeat that I think has to be clearly stated after such a result. And for me, it is also very important to say, this is a result from which we must move forward together. That an extreme right party like the AfD gets such election results in this country, this should never be something we will come to terms with. I will never reconcile myself to this.
And now for many, the AfD's surge in polling was an expected yet shocking result. Germany, with its history of the Holocaust still prevalent and deep-rooted problems with racism and anti-Semitism, and the rise of the far right only adds to these concerns. The AfD party has been accused of whitewashing the country's Nazi history, which has triggered protests for and against it since the day the election was announced. And now CDU leader Friedrich Merz, who has never held a government role, will likely replace outgoing Scholz. However, he faces a tough and lengthy negotiation process to form a new coalition government. And for now, he has ruled out a coalition with the far-right AfD.
But now we're going to talk to each other, and the main thing is to create a government in Germany that is capable of acting as quickly as possible with a good parliamentary majority. Because, dear friends, the world out there is not waiting for us, and it is not waiting for lengthy coalition talks and negotiations. We must now quickly regain our ability to act so that we can do the right thing at home, so that we can be present in Europe again, so that the world realizes that Germany is being governed reliably again. That's what the conservatives stand for, that's what we stand for, and that's what I personally stand for.
Merz's election and the surge of the far-right AfD, headed by Alice Weidel, comes amid Germans demanding tighter immigration policies. The country has recently witnessed a series of bloody attacks, most of them by immigrants from Muslim-majority nations. The hot-button issue has stoked tensions, sparking protests and counter-protests across Germany. In fact, several protesters gathered outside the CDU headquarters in Berlin to build pressure on Merz to reject an alliance with the far right. Meanwhile, the anti-AfD demonstrations also erupted outside the party's headquarters in Berlin. These demonstrations were met with counter-protests in downtown Berlin, where a crowd of nearly 150 people demanded an end to Germany's current immigration policy. The next few weeks are certainly going to be very tricky for Germany and incoming Chancellor Merz, who is expected to enter negotiations with Scholz's SPD, a party that the Germans clearly wanted out of the picture.
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogan, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month we have viewers up to 150 million, that's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its deep-sea creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.